You know, this is a very strange thing that I did to put on a reform type of web page. But I got to thinking the other day about Israel. I'm not Jewish. I'm not even a good Christian, but I am a Christian, I guess. But the point is that we need to help this country if we possibly can. Can you imagine living in an area where every day, somebody's firing rockets at you or mortars or wants to kill you so badly that they're willing to sacrifice their own life to do it? Can you imagine that? I can't. I wouldn't want to do it. For that reason, I got to thinking, what could Israel do to stop this foolishness? And then it came to mind that, you know, Israel has a very small country right now. They have no chance to expand. They have no opportunity to do anything much, because if they increase their population, they're just going to make matters worse. And they're always going to have this enemy on their borders that are trying to hurt them and kill them. Well, haven't they been through enough? You know, I went back on the internet and looked at the number of countries that have expelled the Jews over the many years, and it was astounding how many there were. I put all that information in a text that's going to follow this. But I'm advocating that the Jews have an awful lot to offer to any country. Why don't we take one of the third world countries or something like that that's in the ditch now and mired in poverty, and what looks like we'll never get out of it, and the more they try, the deeper they get. Why don't we divide that country in half and give half of it to the Israelis for them to move their country, their whole country, to this new operation? It'll take about 10 years to do it. At the same time, look what they have to offer to the adjacent countries. Technology, ability to do things, feed their country, ability to finance themselves. There's just an enormous amount of information and knowledge that the Jewish people could impart to the surrounding countries and make them prosperous to a degree, and do the things that the Jews are capable of doing that would be of great benefit to some other country. Now, I used as an example a country like Argentina. Now, that's just a sample country, and it doesn't mean anything at all. But if Argentina, which hadn't made too much progress in the last few years, Brazil has made a lot of progress in the last 3 or 4 years, but prior to that time, they were mired in poverty and everything else. So a country like that, who would be willing to give up a part of their land for this development potential, that's what I had in mind. Well, I'm going to be called every name in the book probably for this, and I'm not worried a great deal about it, because I feel like that if they would consider doing something like this, it would be something really worthwhile. I don't know that they will. But anyway, I put the gist of it in the text that will follow this little introduction. And I hope you'll read it, hope you'll consider it, and not look at it as something that is anti-Semitic or anti-anything, but something that will do wonders for the world, to put this great country in a position where it can exploit its humanity benefits and its technological benefits to the rest of the world. I wish they'd think about it. I doubt seriously if they will, because it would be a huge operation, even though the Palestine and Israel is a sacred land. That's religious. And they could take many of those artifacts with them to the new country. But that's basically the gist of this. Take a look at the text. Let me know what you think.